Welcome to today's class, that is Culture Course Class 4. We are going to deal with Lesson 5 and the name of the lesson is Arundhati. So Arundhati is the wife of sage Vasistha, one of the 7 sages. So 7 sages, they are called as Saptarishi. Now let us read the lesson. We'll know about Arundhati. Kardama was the son of god Brahma. He married Devahriti. So Kardama and Devahriti, they are couples. So who is the son of god Brahma? Kardama. So Kardama and Devahriti, they had 9 daughters. Arundhati was the 8th among them. She was also called Akshamala. Rishi Vasistha married her. Arundhati was a model wife. She loved and served her husband Vasistha with all her heart. She never quarrelled with him. So here, 8th daughter is Arundhati and she is also known with another name, that is Akshamala, and she was given in marriage with Rishi Vasistha. And Arundhati, she is called as a model wife. Model wife means she is an excellent wife and she loves her husband and she doesn't highlight his mistakes, and she never quarreled with her husband. Okay children, we'll move on to the next part. Once the 7 great rishis, Kashyapa, Atri, Bharadwaja, Vishwamitra, Gautama, Jamadagni and Vasistha went to the Himalayas to bring fruit and rice. So these are the 7 rishis children. Who are they? Kashyapa, Atri, Bharadwaja, Vishwamitra, Gautama, Jamadagni and Vasistha. So all these 7 rishis, they went to Himalayas to bring fruit and rice. They left Arundhati alone in the forest. So alone in the forest means she was all alone. So they left Arundhati in the forest, and these 7 rishis, they went to Himalayas. For what did they go children? Yes, to bring fruit and rice. In the meantime, a great famine occurred. So famine means scarcity of food, maybe due to crop failure. Okay, so the rishis built an ashrama in the Himalayas and stayed there. So as there was famine in the forest or there, so these rishis, they were in the Himalayas only. There they have built one ashrama and there they were staying. So who was staying in the Himalayas? All the 7 rishis. And where is this Arundhati? She's all alone in the forest. For 12 years the famine continued. So famine means scarcity of food. Okay, so how many years it continued? 12 years. The rishis too stayed on in the Himalayas all those 12 years. So all these rishis, they are only in the Himalayas in that ashrama. They lived for 12 years. And where was this Arundhati? She is in the forest. Down below in the country, Arundhati had nothing to eat. She therefore started doing tapas herself. So there was nothing for her to eat because there was scarcity of food, no food. Okay, so what she has done, she did tapas. So tapas means, you can see in the picture children, she is sitting and doing meditation. That is called as tapas. God Shiva wanted to test her. He came to her dressed like an old Brahmin. He said to her, "Oh lady, I am hungry. Give me something to eat." So one old Brahmin came. And who is that old Brahmin? He is Lord Shiva. And what he told to Arundhati? He asked her, "Oh lady, I am very hungry. Give me something to eat." Okay, now we'll go to the previous slide children. Previous slide we will go. Now in this previous slide children, here in the sky you can find the Saptarishis. Okay, in the sky you can find Saptarishis. See how to look at the Saptarishis in the sky is, you can see here the girl looking at you have to face towards north side, and you know the pole star which shines very bright. So look at the pole star. From there down you can see 2 other stars, and there will be a pattern of 7 stars. So that is called Saptarishi. And the second star is Vasistha, and next to that star, below down that Vasistha, you can see Arundhati. She is placed over there. So about that also we will know it. Is this clear children? So this is the pattern of Saptarishi. These Saptarishis we will find in the sky. Okay. Now, so who came to Arundhati? An old Brahmin came. So who is this old Brahmin children? Yes, he is Lord Shiva and he wanted to test her. So he asked her, "Oh lady, I'm hungry, give me something to eat." So he asked her to give something to eat as he's very hungry. So he's testing her. Arundhati said, "Oh Brahmin, I have no rice left. Please eat these badari seeds." So she has brought some seeds. Those are badari seeds and you can see the picture, children. So she says that there is no rice, so just have these seeds. God Shiva said, "Will you cook these for me?" So he wanted to get those seeds cooked for her. Arundhati started a fire. While frying the seeds in it, she told the Brahmin stories and talked about dharma. So dharma means righteousness. She talked about the right living. And she was frying the seeds and she was going on talking about dharma. So that is the right of living. She continued to talk for 12 long years. She neither ate nor slept but went on explaining dharma. So she did not eat anything. So continuously she was explaining about dharma to Lord Shiva, who was in the form of old Brahmin. She was going on telling. For how many years she told, children? Yes, 12 years. So she neither ate nor slept. At the end of 12 years, the famine was over. The rishis also returned from the Himalayas. They brought fruit and rice to eat. So 12 years famine is over now. So the rishis also came down from they returned from Himalayas. And what did they bring along with them? Fruit and rice to eat they brought. God Shiva was pleased with Arundhati's tapas. So he took his real form and said to the rishis. So Lord Shiva, he was very much pleased, means very much happy with Arundhati because she was doing tapas and she neither ate nor slept and she was going on talking about dharma. So he was very happy. Who was very happy, children? Yes, Lord Shiva was very happy. So he took his real form and said to the rishis. So real form is he came in the form of Lord Shiva and he told to the 7 rishis, Arundhati's tapas is greater than yours on the Himalayas. So he said that you have spent 12 years in the Himalayas. So compared to that, Arundhati's tapas, they are greater than your tapas in the Himalayas. God Shiva made the place very holy where Arundhati lived. So he made the place very holy. You know, Rishi Vasistha sits in the sky as a star. So just now I have shown you, children, the second star is Vasistha. Arundhati also sits there by his side. So even Arundhati also sits next to Vasistha. Arundhati is a patron deity of marriage. So patron deity refers to, patron refers to god or goddesses who is a protector. So who protects people. Newly married girls see the star Arundhati. They want to love their husband and live like her. So newly married girls, they see the Arundhati. Okay, they are shown this Arundhati star. So why they are shown? Because they too want to love their husband like Arundhati and live like her. Arundhati is one of our great women. We must remember her. So Arundhati is a great woman and she is considered very extraordinary woman because of her great tapas. Okay, so we always should remember Arundhati and she is considered as an extraordinary woman, and due to her remarkable loyalty and devotion, she was very loyal to her husband, she was very devotional. So due to that loyalty and devotion to her husband, she is invoked by the bridegroom in wedding ceremonies. So in the wedding ceremonies, you see the bridegroom, he will show the bride Arundhati star. Okay, asking the bride to see the Arundhati star. So he shows the Arundhati star because she is a remarkable woman. She is an extraordinary woman who has done tapas and she has pleased Lord Shiva also. So we need to remember Arundhati. Is this clear, children? Thank you.